Well, where do I start? Where do I start? Welcome to another episode of Penguins Chat, and the news is D. Smith has been sent down after a bad game against the New Jersey Devils. They lost 3-1, an empty net one, and they got scored on two. And Tristan Jarry has been called back up. Now, with the Penguins' goaltender issues, as you can see in the thumbnail, it's pretty bad because, we wanted to develop Tristan Jarry in the AHL for the season this year when they signed Antti Niemi to a one-year contract. So we all know they tried out Niemi, and then what a bust he was in a gamble. Lets in so many goals, and he's waived, and then he's claimed off by Florida. That was surely something. And now this is just unbelievable what's happening, how D. Smith's not given a chance to play, and all the fans are talking about his past, how he did something. Well, that's not important right now, but the problem is Pittsburgh doesn't have a backup goaltender that's fully experienced or developed yet, except for D. Smith, I'm afraid. This problem's just awful because they cannot overuse Murray. There's still lots of season left to go. And we'll be using him out like how Talbot was used out, overused from the Oilers. And this is concerning because they're on the way to make a run for Cup number 3. Cup number 3. A three-peat. So here's what we got. We got Matt Murray, who's been injured. Jarry got to play a couple NHL games when he was gone and developed. D. Smith has played a few. It's just horrible, this goaltender situation. You got two young, well, actually not young. D. Smith's 26 or 25. You got two goaltenders that barely have NHL experience. And it's just awful to see this happen to the Pens, because they do not have that Marc-Andre Fleury backup veteranness anymore. If they would never lost Fleury to that expansion draft, I have a feeling we would have won all those games that Niemi was starting in. I really think that. But now, Niemi's gone. There goes a veteran. Murray, he's amazing, don't get me wrong, but he's still young and developing and learning his place. It's just a tight spot because I want to see Jarry develop so well this season and be ready for playoffs in case Murray was supposed to get hurt or just can't do it. Because Murray is so calm in net, it's just amazing, but how long can that stay? Murray, here's his problems with Murray. Murray has a weak glove side. His glove is extremely weak. Jarry has some play like Fleury to handle the puck and pass it. Murray, you don't see that often. D. Smith, I've only seen a few games out of him. He's more NHL ready, in my opinion, to go for the rest of the season until playoffs. Because Jarry needs to develop in the AHL. He's still not ready. It's upsetting to see this situation because say Penguins go into the playoffs and Murray is all they got for playoff experience, and that's what's going to happen for NHL level. Murray is the only one that has playoff experience. No Jarry or D. Smith. That's what I was hoping this year to happen was D. Smith get called up some games and play and start some games to develop in some NHL experience, which Jarry did, which was amazing, but he's still not fully ready. What I was also hoping was for Niemi to work out for these two to develop and maybe get called up, play a couple of games, and see they're ready. That's what I was hoping for, and especially the entire Penguins organization. But since that failed, the Penguins are in a terrible spot, and I mean terrible. So what do they do? Do they develop Jarry in the NHL or AHL, or let D. Smith play NHL games and keep developing there? it's a tough spot. I think they should call up that veteran goaltender they got from Phoenix, who's been developing in the AHL, and keep Jari and D. Smith down for a bit so they can develop in the AHL. But if that guy fails, the fans are going to be like saying, call these guys back up. It's also a fan spot problem because the fans give D. Smith a hard time. They hope he never returns. Like, it's so split, the Penguins fan base, when it comes to this goaltender issue. Like, people say, keep Jari up, he's ready. Keep D. Smith up, he's more developed. D. Smith should never play in the NHL again. Jari still needs to develop. It's so split on the fan base with this problem. And I'm going to get up on the stats and tell you guys in this video who has the better stats so far. As you can see, Jari's having a better season, but Murray has played less games and he had to go in against when Niemi got pulled. And D. Smith has played less games in general because he hasn't been given much of a chance. Be honest, in my opinion, here's what needs to be done. It's either D. Smith is the guy that's right to back up Murray for the rest of the season, unless an injury happens to D. Smith or Murray. Here's what I think has got to be done. D. Smith is the right choice right now to back up Murray. One, because he's more developed, he's been in the AHL longer, and two, he's older. Yes, I know Murray was younger and he took over Forey's job, but this is completely different. This is honestly different when we have young goaltenders with not many NHL experience, and I know Jari has more NHL, but Jari is my pick who needs to develop most importantly for playoffs. But if it's not going to go these two options, there could be option C. You call up that veteran goaltender you got who's been developing, and he backs up Murray, and have D. Smith and Jari develop at the same time. Then near the end, get these two back up for playoffs, play some NHL games, and I think they'll be okay to go. But either two of these goaltenders or one of these goaltenders needs to develop. It's important because they cannot overuse Murray, and Murray needs to be ready for playoffs, and either Jari or D. Smith. That's the way I think of it. I'm clapping my hands right now. So, who do you guys think should the Penguins use as a backup for now and develop, or should both of these guys be in AHL developing? Let me know in the comments. And we'll have another Penguins chat about the offense and defense soon when it comes to playoffs. I think that's it, and I'll see you guys for another video.